Hello everyone and welcome back to Bouncy Time. Yeah, we're back with Broken Sword 3 after interruptions to regularly scheduled broadcasts last week due to BT cutting off the internet to Scotland. So I think I managed to get everything in. I do have the classic Duke controller, so we have that authentic. Actually, I haven't even checked to see whether or not this is calibrated. 2 seconds. Controls. Oh yeah, it's all the scramble of buttons that mean nothing, so I must have configured it correctly. Let's just check because, yep, subtitles is on. If I tab out, you see it or leave, it just messes up all of the settings. Oh, is it that time of the month already? Thanks for the resubscription. I'm going to have to make a note of these dates, aren't I? Let's hang on a second. Old game, please say I'll get for a second there for our save file wasn't going to load. Yours coming up soon. I have to make a note of the date, so what have you. But anyway, I'll give it a sort of a recap because I know it's been a couple of weeks. I didn't even have a chance to scan through our stream last time. So we started off. George was flying over the jungle, and the drunken pilot crashed the plane a bit. And we had to move some boxes around. That was like a tutorial sort of bit. And we had this annoying pilot bloke who was clearly drunk all the time. That we had to get out of the plane, and we were shifting across because we were trying to find what was his name? Was it Cholmondeley or something? That we were going to do a patent application thing for. That's the reason he was out in the jungle. But that all went a bit screwed up. And then after you completed the tutorial section, it then cut to Paris with for European Bouncy Time, where Nico was going to interview a programmer, and somebody in posing as her had gone and killed the bloke in advance. And then we had a little bit of run around. We ran back and forth up and down the street for ages, and eventually figured out that one of the mechanics in this game is we can climb over walls. So once we climbed over the wall, we were then able to move on that section and get arrested. And that's where we left it at last time. I don't know if you guys can see this on the screen, but I can see the frame rate is sitting quite comfortably there at 2,560 frames per second. Because of course this is a very old game. Not as old as the point-and-click ones that were previously played, though. So let's fire this up. Let's see. There we go. So after we got arrested, we then... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. After we got arrested, it cut back to George in the jungle. Now, I did change... Well, last week I changed some of the controls around because I was having a bit of difficulty last time. But the way this one works is you've got your standard, control pad layout, and that contextually applies to what you see in the bottom corner there. So, so that I tap Y because that's the top button. And it keeps it randomly flicking all over the place just to keep it extra confusing. Oh, hang on a second. I'm just going to turn my headphone volumes up. If the volumes, of course, too loud, too quiet, just scream, slap Chrissy until it's right.
Is in danger.
Oh, I just realised that I didn't have the game audio on, so what we're going to do, since we just started, are you sure you want to quit? Yes. It's going to go back to the desktop, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Try that again.
Huh? Can you hear me? Can you speak? Who are you?
Chum.
Yeah?
Chum.
That's okay. I'm your chum.
Danger.
What?
The world is in danger. Susaro.
Who's Suzanne? Just a few more seconds and you could have told me so much. Poor guy.
Or maybe it's his routine, you just can't see it.
Whoever he was dead all right. This was the kind of job I could do with my eyes shut. In fact, that's normally how I did it. All I found was his ID, Cholmondeley, the guy I was supposed to meet. Cholmondeley was dead all right. He'd been shot.
Have a look over here. Now, what button did I... Try to remember what buttons I changed.
Nothing happened. It was like a giant omega, and in the center, some kind of slot.
Which button did I configure to run then? That's a creepy button. Oh, it hasn't saved my changes to the buttons. Hang on. This game just resets the settings every time you use it. Let's see. We want... Then we want... That won't save. No, will it? There we go, so that's run now.
The old pressure pad trick.
Yeah, never make an appointment with anybody called George or Nico. How do you manage to get that box on the lip of that pressure plate? Let's see if there's anything on the desk before we go through this door.
In amongst the junk was a postcard, all the way from England, someplace called Glastonbury. It was signed Bruno. The workbench was a mess, but I hadn't flown halfway around the world to critique someone's housekeeping. A couple of packing cases. Someone was obviously in a hurry to leave. They'd been packed in a rush. There was nothing inside it that was any use to me. The postcard showed a picture of a quaint English village. On the back was a message. Have had to leave Paris in a hurry. Suggest you do the same. Susaro is on to you. Your friend, Bruno. The postmark showed that it had been sent from a place called Glastonbury.
Anything else around here, though, before we...
Now wasn't the time for a nap.
Looks like a very comfortable bed if it was. Let's see.
There was some kind of housing on the wall, and in the center was a hole. I stuck my finger in the hole. Nothing happened.
What have we got in our inventory? Anything we can stick up a hole? Not yet. Wait a second, isn't this the torture device at the end of Simon the Sorcerer 2?
Wow. So the guy actually built it. I wondered if I could get it to work.
It's the weather machine, I think.
The machine spluttered like an engine starved of fuel. Whoa! It attracted some attention. Question was, good guys or bad guys?
Imagine bad guys. What we got?
I took the lever.
Oh, we could probably stick that in the hole.
Totally trashed. It was now broken beyond repair.
Anything else? What's this?
The cylinders were connected to the inventor's machine. Gas cylinders.
Well, I'm guessing that we are going to shove this rod
The rod looked about the right size to fit the
into
hole.
there.
Cool, it fits. Amazing. A perfect fit. I removed the rod from the hole in the wall.
I've got no idea what that did then. Guessing the shape of whatever that is there almost looks like a horse head or something. Yeah, Royalty. I'm trying my best not to add lines like "that's what she said" on the end of everything he's saying. Ah, hang on. There's a hole up there. I bet we can get that box up there.
The door was locked from the other side. I was gonna have to find another way out.
So what do you reckon? That lever somehow locks this. I have to gather up all these quotes, Royalty, and put them in the quote chat. Here we go, a little bit further. And shove it up there. The noises he's making as well don't help it. Anything up here? Oh, what's that?
There was a bird's nest up on a small ledge, but it was out of reach. I couldn't reach the nest.
Right, what have we got in our inventory? Could we use the rod, maybe?
That did the trick.
From a vandal is George. So now we have a bird's nest. I suppose we did carry a worm around during the entire second game and show it to everybody that he met. Alright, we've got another thing here. Yeah, panties and dog biscuits. That's a Saturday night, isn't it? This way he walks out and gets shot. Actually, you don't really know. Let's actually save it. I must do. It doesn't feel like it saves.
Out of the corner of my eye, I caught sight of a familiar shape. Harry had made it after all. It was a statue carved from stone. The back had been hollowed out. Inside were the remnants of a fire.
I think I got caught up on Broken Sword too, so you don't know anything about our adventures with the red panties. Well, that's the way we came in, isn't it? So, am I right in thinking Because it says that's a fire. Bird nest is kindling.
This was my kindling.
Yeah. Now, do we have anything that could start a fire?
No way was I doing that. The nest lay on top of the wood. The nest lay on top of the wood.
You have to lock up for a second when it does that, so what could we use? We spark something with bottle opener maybe?
That wouldn't work.
Alright, let's just explore a little bit in case there's anything else we can pick up. I think we'll have to crawl all around that. So there's nothing else on this platform that's like highlighting. So we must have to set fire to this in some way. I suppose we haven't tried much else.
Not this time.
Nope. What else have we got in our inventory that could vaguely... Well, that's about it really, isn't it? What about, can we combine this with the rod to make fire? Nope. Don't tell me we missed something inside.
The nest lay on top of the wood.
Must be something back at the beginning.
The nest lay on top of the wood.
Get away from this platform. Must be something that we've missed inside. Let's just see. Around there. Back around here. We could walk around and see if there's anything else. That's where we've got the nest from. There must be something else in the wreckage that we hear that we haven't picked up.
Totally trashed.
That lever was around here somewhere.
The cylinders were connected to the inventor's machine.
Why would the cylinders be highlighted?
The windows were too small to escape through. Somehow, I guess this wasn't the local hockey team.
My dear friends, calm down, calm down. Your irrational fear of the temple is becoming tiresome.
Not the temple, monsieur. It is the gods inside it. You have angered them. This is an evil place. We are all going to be killed.
How awfully prescient of you, my dear boy. The sooner your colleagues check out the crashed plane, the sooner we shall go.
Yes, Monsieur Cesaro.
Cesaro? So, this was Cesaro.
Name Cesaro reminds me of a episode of Star Trek Next Generation, Darmok. Which that's one of the quotes that Captain Picard uses when he's talking. I forget the name of the species that he's talking to, but everything speaks in metaphors, and I'm sure that's the name of one of the characters he's used to describe the story. There we go.
A second look turned up a magnifying glass. Suddenly, I was 5 years old and back in California, setting fire to my father's sun hat.
Yep, and that's the clue, because we're going to use that, obviously, to set the fire. I don't know what the end goal of the fire is going to be, though, but we need to get to the car with the drunken Australian. There's some security guards that that fella's got, if they haven't even noticed, just right next to them there's a fella nicked their Jeep. So as we head back through here now, how many tens of millions of eggs does Chrissy have now? Must be coming up to 90 by now, surely. 85. All for a screenshot. It's 76.
Look, monsieur. The evil! It is come!
Only 9 away from the scarf.
Oof! Ah! Ouch! Oh! Oh!
George! Quickly! Over here!
Imbeciles! It's a trick! Get back here now!
Run away.
Kill them!
Come on, Harry. We gotta get out of here.
Way ahead of you, mate.
Go, go, go!
As the lunatic Aussie saved my life, I was certain of one thing. I wasn't going back to the office in Idaho. I'd had my fill of patents. Nope. I was going to England to find the mysterious Bruno. Glastonbury, England. Home to more legends and mystical baloney than you could wave a wand at. Joseph of Arimathea was supposed to have traveled here from the Holy Land. And he didn't do it to buy an overpriced crystal. Somewhere in amongst all this New Age hokum was a guy called Bruno, and I was going to find him.
So much like Nico, we get our own street to explore. See, there's a random person walking down there. Let's go and harass them.
Good morning.
It's got a
Oh,
tiny
that's
head.
easy for you to say, isn't it?
Well, yeah, isn't it?
No, sir, it is not.
What's so bad about it, if you don't mind me asking?
You wouldn't understand.
I might.
Not possible, sir. Unless you're a father, and you're not, are you?
Well, no, but how did you know?
Look at you. Callow face, unfurrowed brow, air of profound optimism.
So just what is it that only a father would understand?
I could tell you, but you wouldn't comprehend.
Try me. I kept sea monkeys once. I mean, how different could it be?
Very well. Are you aware of the annual Glastonbury Popular Music Festival?
The Glastonbury Popular Music Festival? That's one of the most popular music festivals on the Popular Music Festival calendar.
My daughter, Melissa, attended it this year. Against my wishes, of course.
You're not a fan, huh?
My dear boy, joining a throng of semi-clad youngsters, gyrating in a mindless hypnotic trance to music which turns their hearts into yo-yos, all the while feasting on hippie fast food, strange alcoholic concoctions, and mind-bending hallucinogenic substances is not my idea of fun.
Whoa, bring it on.
I beg your pardon.
I said, did your daughter enjoy it?
She didn't come back.
Ah, have you told the police?
This isn't a job for the police. Melissa called me to say she wouldn't be coming home. She called from a Glastonbury number. She's still here somewhere. And if she's taken up with someone, well, I've got my Purdy in the Land Rover.
Purdy?
12-bore, double-barrel, vermin for the extermination of.
Does this ID card mean anything to you?
It's not yours. Never seen the chap. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Then you should hand it in at the police station.
My name's George Stobart.
A Yank, eh? Colonel Buckley. Rutland Lancers, 3rd Battalion, retired.
Utley.
You know, I had a feeling you might be a soldier.
Can take the fella out of the army, can't take the army out of the fella, eh?
It could have been that. It might also have been the aura of latent violence that surrounded him. Recognize this?
Glastonbury Tor.
What do you know about the Tor?
Good place to deploy artillery.
Right. Okay, thanks. It was Colonel Butley. Without a regiment behind him, he looked kinda lonely.
Look at the size of his body compared to his tiny head.
Hello? Anybody home?
Is there somewhere we can get down this corridor, maybe?
Oh, hey. I'm back here.
As we thinking we had a whole second place to explore. Is a gate we can open? Nope. See if we can see his walk a bit. He'd be knocking on all the doors of them.
The place looked empty.
Tiny girly steps.
No buskers, circulars, hawkers. I thought I'd leave them alone. I tried to open the door, but it was securely locked. They sure knew how to make doors in this country.
Who's this pillock?
There was a guy outside the bar. He looked like he'd failed an audition for Our Man in Havana. Hi, my name's Stobart. George Stobart.
How fascinating. 2 T's and 2 B's.
You'd be amazed how many people get it wrong.
Nothing amazes me these days. Eamon O'Mara.
You're Irish.
No, I'm from Hawaii. The Maui O'Maras.
You're not from Hawaii.
No, I'm not. I lied. Very astute of you to see through it. You clearly have a lucid and highly rational cognitive process. So what do you want, Mr. Stobart?
You sightseeing?
I'm researching.
Outside a pub?
I'm researching the alacrity with which this place opens. In a civilized society, a man should be able to get a drink at this hour.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Precisely.
You can't need a drink that much, can you?
Now that's a complicated question. Let's discuss it over a beer.
It's too early for me.
Very wise. I'll be raddled before me time. Me liver riddled with the cirrhosis. Raddled and riddled. Well.
So, what do you do?
Good morning. I'm Eamon O'Mara, and today I'm in the enchanted town of Glastonbury.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course you haven't.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm here as a professional media Irishman, researching my new BBC programme.
Oh, you're putting together a TV show.
Bingo! Give the man a figurative coconut. I visit villages, interview the local characters, sample the local cuisine.
What's the show called?
Up your alley with Eamon.
Nice. And you're doing this place next?
That's that finely tuned cognitive process of yours in action again, isn't it?
How did you get into television?
By accident. I was doing a reading at a bookshop in London. This wild-eyed BBC producer wanders in, points at me like I'm the second coming, and says, "You'll do, you'll do."
You're a writer?
Wash your mouth out, I'm a poet. Poetry is a gift to the Irish from the gods themselves. Yeats, Wilde, Joyce.
Bono.
Don't push your luck. I may have the soul of a poet, but I've the fists of a welterweight.
Have you seen that guy walking up and down?
The army type. Kind of Englishman I'm allergic to.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, if you have a couple of 100 years, I'll explain it to you.
I'm worried he might be out to kill someone.
Now you're beginning to understand my allergy.
What do you think of the town?
It's a theme park.
So where'd the tourists go?
I don't know, maybe it's out of season for hippies.
Do you know much about this place?
It's got half-decent pubs when they're open. Oh, I see. You want to know about the fairy stuff, don't you?
Fairies?
You see that hill?
Yeah?
Fairies guard King Arthur's sword Excalibur under that.
Really?
No.
Does this postcard mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
I guess not. It was a long shot.
Who's Bruno?
I wish I knew. Does this ID card mean anything to you?
It's an unflattering photo. Doesn't look anything like you.
That isn't me.
No, didn't think so. You're one of those godforsaken photogenic types, aren't you? And no, it doesn't mean anything to me.
It was Eamon O'Mara, the man from the BBC.
Is this guy? Is this guy just like royalty? Is he? Let's see if we can get into the pub.
I tried to open the door. The door was locked. It wasn't opening time yet. It was the door of the pub, the Yeoman's Arms.
See if there's anything on the other side of the road then.
I guessed that being the middle of the morning, most people were at work. Anybody home?
It's this weird American guy just knocking and praying on everyone's doors.
The place was called Zazi's Kiosk.
Oh, you're on your best behaviour when I'm in the call, are you? Oh, the door we can open. Oh, it's a nutter.
Hi, I'm...
Nobody tell me. Me a Madam Zazie. Me know all. And me see all. Sit down, you. You have traveled far.
Oh, sure, like my accent was local.
You come for the truth.
And another no-brainer.
George Stubar.
What? How did you...
Me know all. Me see all.
Okay, I had to admit, that stumped me.
She probably has a microphone outside. These tricksters normally do. The same fashion sense as Chrissy. I thought we'd already established what Chrissy looked like in the stream last week when we showed that lovely picture of Nigel. Just keep the magnets away from him.
What do your powers tell you about that man outside the pub?
Him come from across the sea. Him have strongly held opinions. Him seek knowledge, but not for himself.
All that from your crystal ball?
No, him just on the telly. That's him on O'Mara.
What do you make of that guy pacing up and down the street?
His aura glow, red with anger.
Kinda matches his nose, then.
Him a lost something dear from himself, and him can't do nothing to prevent it.
Well, we all have to let go sometime. How long have you lived in Glastonbury?
Long time. The toad generate wave of positive energy.
And tourist revenue. A girl can't live on good vibrations alone, huh? Recognize this postcard?
Mm-hmm. It is the tour. These are for sale in the Cosmic Fairy.
Yeah? Thanks. I'll check it out.
Okay, so we've investigated her now. So we went down one side of the street. Can we actually walk out of the street just before we go to any more houses and stuff?
I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I'd come here to do.
Oh, that answers that question. Whose house can we bang on next?
Nobody was in. Or maybe they just didn't want to talk to me. Hello? Anybody home?
Next door.
The place looked empty. No buskers, circulars, hawkers. I thought I'd leave them alone.
Now, this crazy American bloke knocking at your door here, I'd ignore it as well. Now that says Cosmic Fairy, so we know we're going to get to go in there. But I just want to have a look at these last couple of doors first.
I guessed that being the middle of the morning, most people were at work.
Would you much rather wait for Nico so you got the bouncy time?
Anybody home? Nobody was in. Or maybe they just didn't want to talk to me.
See, there must be just these two doors left.
Hello? Anybody home? The place looked empty. I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I'd come here to do.
Chrissy not wanting to get slapped. I think for that you should probably just go through and slap him anyway. I want to see if we can get down this alleyway here. Yeah, it just spits you out down the bottom.
Well, that didn't go anywhere interesting. The store was called the Cosmic Fairy. My mind boggled.
In we go.
These were the kind of books that sat and glowered at you. Casting the Runes, The Real Eltdown Shards, Karnaki the Ghost Finder. Even the air felt cold near them. I didn't want any of the books, not my idea of a holiday read. Miss Granger's Perfect Potions. Love potions, money potions, potions to make you taller. There was something in the small print. Granger Publications cannot take responsibility for side effects or failures in primary potion effects. Guess even witches fear the wrath of the litigation lawyer. I didn't want the chart. On the wall was a chart telling me everything I ever wanted to know about pentacles. It could have been a lot shorter and done the same job. The display was covered in creepy little booklets. The Rosicrucians in reality TV, the Aleister Crowley cookbook, Conversational Enochian, and behind each title, a sad writer on a royalty deal.
Because you want the taller potion. Is Chrissy a pixie?
The stand contained postcards, pictures of local beauty spots, the usual stuff. And suddenly, there it was. A stack of cards just like the one I'd found in the Congo. I was on the right trail. I hadn't come here to send postcards.
I'm going to quickly save it.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Welcome to the Cosmic Fairy. I am Tristram Hillage, the proprietor. May I help you?
I hope so.
His voice doesn't match the outfit.
I guess Glastonbury's a pretty mystical place.
Almost too mystical to bear. Joseph of Arimathea journeyed here.
Yeah?
The tale of King Arthur, Guinevere and Excalibur finishes here.
Wow.
And the Tor, that big hill, is the gateway to Avalon, the land of fairy. We also get crop circles, UFO sightings.
Is
It's
that
just be his
everything?
office
Well,
uniform.
then there's the ghosts, hellhounds, spectral lights.
Okay, it's mystical already. What do you make of that fortune teller?
Madame Zazie, very traditional. Crystal ball, tea leaves, tarot, the usual.
How's business?
Rather good, actually.
Seems quiet.
You just missed the rush.
What kind of people shop in a place like this anyway?
People with open minds. Do you keep your mind open to new possibilities?
Oh, constantly. Some of the things I'd seen, I'd be a fool not to. Do you stock these postcards?
Yes, one of our exclusive bestsellers.
Do you supply any of the other shops with these?
No, that's what exclusive means.
Really? I never knew that.
Evidently. How else may I illuminate your path?
Does the name Bruno mean anything to you?
Bruno. No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yes, really.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. I've never even met anyone called Bruno.
You seem very positive. His tone made me immediately suspicious. Have you ever seen the guy on this card before?
No, I haven't.
Something tells me you're not on the level. Who is Bruno? Where can I find him?
I don't know who you're talking about. Now get out of my shop, you annoying man.
Oh, I'll get out, once you've answered a few questions.
Oh, God. You're not a tax inspector, are you?
Hell no. I may be a lawyer, but I still got a few shreds of pride left. Are you going to tell me who Bruno is or not?
Not.
Don't forget, you're dealing with a lawyer here.
An American lawyer. I can't see our local Bobby being impressed.
This guy was going to be a tougher nut to crack than I thought.
Oh, hello there and welcome to the stream. We're playing Broken Sword 3. I don't know about you guys as well, but I can hear creaking upstairs, so I'm guessing that the fellow with the out-of-proportioned head's daughter is upstairs.
I'll give you one last chance to come clean.
Get lost.
I was getting nowhere. This was why I was in patents and not criminal law.
But this is an old game, not as old as some of the games we've played though. But this was a game on the original Xbox. And to make it more authentic, I'm actually playing this with an old Duke controller as well.
Hey, there's someone moving around up there.
Nonsense. It's just an old building.
You must think I'm pretty stupid. Bruno's upstairs.
No, he's not.
We heard the toilet flush.
Tristram was more than a little edgy.
So let's go up the stairs, and I'm guessing it's that fella's daughter.
Hey! Customers are not allowed upstairs.
Right.
Can we just go up?
Hey! Customers are not allowed upstairs.
Right.
Right, so what we're going to have to do to annoy him, hopefully, to get him to go somewhere
again.
else. What have we got in our inventory that we could use on him? This metal rod. No.
I hadn't come here to send postcards. The stand contained postcards, pictures of local beauty spots, the usual stuff.
What do we have in our inventory? Wonder if... Let's go and speak to the fella outside. And maybe just question him about him. And then... Oh, there he is. He might go in there looking.
Hello again. That guy over there looks suspicious to me.
There. I've seen suspicious, and he isn't it.
Oh, so what does suspicious look like?
Take a glance in the mirror sometime, young fella.
There's a fortune teller up the street. Maybe you could ask her to help you.
How so?
Well, you know, she could look in the crystal ball and maybe she... Or, tea leaves. She could read tea leaves. Or tarot cards. They got, like, cool little pictures.
You're a rum sort of a fella, aren't you?
That's an interesting shop. The Cosmic Fairy.
Place is full of woolly-minded liberals and frou-frou socialists.
Oh, has it crashed? Ooh, as the game crashed. Not good. Right, do I have any control over it at all? Apparently not. Just as well we saved just a minute ago. Yep, he broke the stream. Right, give me 2 seconds and I will reset the game.
The summer's calling. The summer's calling. If the kingdom is overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. I know that I can't be without you. This bond is solid gold. We're a diamond and an emerald. It took me forever to find you. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling.
Right, so we have to just
Hi,
quickly.
my
we'll
name's
see if we
George
can maybe
Stobart.
skip through the
Welcome to
conversation
the
as we
Cosmic
can.
Fairy. I am Tristram Hill.
Apparently, it doesn't let you.
May I help you?
I hope so. I guess Glastonbury's a pretty mystical place.
Almost too mystical to bear. Joseph of Arimathea journeyed here.
Yeah?
The tale of King Arthur, Guinevere and Excalibur finishes here.
Wow.
And the Tor, that big hill,
Nope,
is
I've
the
just
gateway
tried
to Avalon, the land
all
of
the
fairy.
buttons,
We also get crop
and we can't skip the
circles,
dialogue, so we'll have to
UFO
go through this couple of minutes of
sightings.
dialogue again. And then I'll save it immediately.
Is that everything?
Well, then there's the ghosts, hellhounds, spectral lights.
Okay, it's mystical already. What do you make of that fortune teller?
Madame Zazie, very traditional. Crystal ball, tea leaves, tarot, the usual.
How's business?
Rather good, actually.
Seems quiet.
You just missed the rush.
What kind of people shop in a place like this anyway?
So whilst we're jumping
People
through
with
this
open
again,
minds. Do
what
you
has
keep
everyone
your
else been up
mind
to today?
open to new possibilities?
Oh,
As
constantly.
Mr. Sock's been
Some of the
fed.
things I'd seen, I'd be a
That's
fool
the
not
important
to.
question.
Do you stock these postcards?
Yes, one of our exclusive bestsellers.
Do you supply any of the other shops with these?
No, that's what exclusive means.
Is
Really?
he snoozing on
I
his
never knew
blanket there
that.
still, is he?
Evidently. How else may I illuminate your path?
Does the name Bruno mean anything to you?
Bruno. No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yes, really.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. I've never even met anyone called Bruno.
You seem very positive. His tone made me immediately suspicious. Have you ever seen the guy on this card before?
No, I haven't.
Something tells me
Oh,
you're
is
not
he
on the
using
level.
your bed whilst his is
Who
getting
is
washed?
Bruno? Where can I find him?
I don't know who you're talking about. Now get out of my shop, you annoying man.
Oh, I'll
But
get
you,
out.
making
Once you've
scarves as
answered a few
well.
questions.
Oh, God. You're not a tax inspector, are you?
Hell
a
no.
little scarf
I
to
may
go
be a
around him
lawyer,
to go
but
with
I
his,
still got a
his
few
fez and
shreds
his
of
bow
pride
tie
left.
that you're going to have to get him.
Are you going to tell me who Bruno is or not?
Not.
Don't forget, you're dealing with a lawyer here.
An American lawyer. I can't see our local Bobby being impressed.
You got to
This
get him a
guy
little
was going to be a
fez.
tougher nut to crack than I thought. I'll give you one last chance to come clean.
Get lost.
I was getting nowhere. This was why I was in patents and
You've
not
ordered him some
criminal law.
sunglasses.
Hey, there's someone moving around up there.
Nonsense. It's just an old building.
You must think I'm pretty stupid. Bruno's upstairs.
No, he's not.
There's the toilet flush. Then we can exit the conversation. We'll now get the dialogue for going over here.
Hey! Customers are not allowed upstairs.
Right.
Oh, what's that? We never saw that before.
Enchanted Avalon, Lays of a Mystical Age. Well, this looked like big fun.
Ah, you found my little oeuvre.
I guess for an oeuvre, it is quite small.
What do you mean? It's a book of poetry. It could be any size.
Nice cover.
Thank you. My choice, actually. I self-publish. The big publishers just don't understand spirituality.
What's the deal with the coins?
Joseph of Arimathea bringing the Holy Grail here, Arthur and Guinevere being buried here, and of course, St. Michael defeating the dragon on the tour. Each silver coin commemorates an event in Glastonbury's history.
History? Sounded more like folklore to me. Silver, you say?
Well, silver-plated. I have a dear friend who does them for me.
Just in case we go into any more crashing dialogue, I'm going to just quickly save it again. Exit. Okay, check again. But what's that there? Oh, but band rehearsal and doing your homework. What? I was thinking in the streams, we set homework on the streams as well here, because there's going to be a test at the end of our Mass Effect streams.
For there was lightning in my blood, my dark Morgana, my own Morgana. Oh, there was lightning in my blood. Red lightning lightened through my blood, my dark Morgana.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
Yes, I was rather pleased with it myself.
Darkness o'er the world is creeping, slumber while the heavens are weeping. More good stuff. Maybe my first impressions have been wrong.
How is this going to get us upstairs?
If any man slay me, not unaware, by no chance blow nor in wine or revel, I have stored beforehand a curse in my prayer, for his kith and kindred. His deed is evil.
Let's see if we can talk to him about that.
You say you had trouble getting this published?
Publishers! Ha! Philistines, the lot of them.
What you need is to raise your profile.
Advertise, you mean? Oh, I can't afford that.
How about a little spot on the BBC? Eamon O'Mara's new show?
That would be marvelous. Oh, but impossible, of course.
Don't worry. Eamon and I go, way, way back. At least 5 minutes. Want me to have a word with him? He's right here in Glastonbury.
Would you do that? Oh, thanks. Thanks awfully.
I'll need to show him some of your work.
Yes, of course. Here, take a copy.
I'm sure he'll love your stuff.
So I'm guessing the way this is going to pan out is we're going to get the fella from the BBC to come and chat with him, which will distract him so that we can get upstairs.
I didn't want to take the chart.
Oops. Right, let's head on out. Not that I'm worried or anything like that. Let's just save it again. We'll head down to the bloke at the bottom. There he is.
Hi, Eamon. Have you been in the fortune tellers over there?
Now, why would I do a thing like that?
To talk to the fortune teller.
Well, if I wanted my palm read, I'll get my head examined first.
You don't seem very open to suggestions for your program.
I work best after a couple of stiff drinks.
Have you been in that shop, the Cosmic Fairy?
Oh yeah, always go there for me love beads.
I was just asking. The guy who runs the Cosmic Fairy might be ideal for your show.
That old hippie. I've no time for the 60s. Caftans stink. Timothy Leary was a turn-off, and I'd rather listen to The Clash than the Beatles any day.
I thought you wanted to talk to eccentric characters.
Hippies aren't eccentric. They're pathetic.
I think this guy's got something. Take a read.
Yeah, I think Love Beads now, as opposed to where this game was published, mean a different thing altogether.
Enchanted Avalon. Lays of a mystical age. Oh, just what I needed.
No, read some. You won't be disappointed.
If you say so. For there is lightning in my blood, my dark Morgana, my own Morgana.
It's not bad, is it?
No, it isn't. Oh, there was lightning in my blood, red lightning, lightened through my blood.
That's beautiful.
It is that, just as beautiful as when James Clarence Mangan wrote it about his Rosaline 180 years ago.
What?
Look at this. the fairies are a silent race, and pale as lily flowers to see. That's Samuel Ferguson. Shameless. Absolutely bloody shameless. Darley,
Plagiarism.
Griffin, Aubrey, bloody de Vere. Does his thievery know no bound?
Well, he's stolen it all?
Every word. Oh, get this. The author reserves the right to be identified as the creator of this work. The grave-robbing little toe rag. I'll have him.
I missed a bit there as well there. Yeah, I'm from the UK as well. Although I live in Scotland at the minute, but from Tynemouth in England.
Good morrow, fair traveller. How may I help you?
To the island valley of Avilion, where falls not hail, or rain, or any snow, nor ever wind blows loudly, but it lies.
I beg your pardon?
Deep meadowed, happy fair, with orchard lawns and bowery hollows, crowned with summer sea.
That's good. That's very good.
Of course it's good. It's Tennyson, you tofu-chewing twit. From his Mort to Arthur.
Like that
Not the Thomas
tofu-chewing
Mallory
twit.
one, but we won't hold that against
Someone
him.
write that down.
Now, do you recall King Mark of Cornwall in that tale?
I've read Mallory, yes, but,
You'll recall Mark has a big downer on a knight called Tristram then. 'Cause Tristram took something that didn't belong to him.
Oh, God. You mean Melissa? Look, I can explain.
No, not Melissa, you idiot. Isolde!
Now you've completely lost me.
I'm talking theft and possession. Possession by the spirits of Mangan, Griffin and de Vere among others.
Ah!
Yes, 'tis a miracle that you've channeled all these great talents into your little book. Just a shame that they ended up repeating themselves from their own published works. Word for bloody word!
Wait! I can explain everything.
Now, that was my line. It was also my cue to make a move.
Good, you explain.
Yeah, this is
And in
where we can
return,
sneak
I'll
past.
explain to you the theme of boxing in Irish literature.
Now, let's stay calm.
So which part of the US are you from then? Like what? Over here it's 10:30 at night. What time is it over there?
Gosh,
Hi. Sorry to just barge in here like this.
I could have been getting undressed or anything.
Guess we were just lucky then.
Or not. What's your name?
George, what's yours?
Melissa. Have you come to save me?
Melissa?
8.
Melissa Butley?
How did you know my name?
Well, your dad's stamping up and down the street like Godzilla, except scarier.
Daddy? Oh my God, he isn't. Oh my God, he is! Oh, he drives me absolutely potty. You have no idea.
You know, you remind me of somebody, but I can't put my finger on who.
Perhaps we were sweethearts in another age. You know, underneath that brash exterior, you're really rather my type.
I was just waiting for the dialogue to end. So, just as a side note to the folks just joining us, whenever we're playing a game which has heavy dialogue, I don't talk over the dialogue so that you guys can all hear the story.
8.
We want the fun sound effect from the bottle. Saying that, I don't actually think there's any more orange juice in it. I'm going to have the bottle of water that's behind us. Hang on. Oh, there's still a mouthful left in it. It's starting to lose its squeak. I'll have to capture that with a microphone so that we can play back the audio. He's out of orange juice as well.
About your dad.
I say, you're not working for him, are you?
No.
Shame. I'd come home today if you were the pool boy.
I guess your dad's just worried about you.
Worried that I might have grown up? Well, he's too late. I have. And I rather like it.
You got a boyfriend?
You got a girlfriend?
Well, not really.
Interesting.
So, you're on the run.
Sort of.
Your dad's a real ogre.
Oh, he's a pussycat.
Really?
The frothing pit bull terrier type of pussycat.
Have you seen anything weird while you've been in Glastonbury?
Only the people who live here.
There's a guy who does shows for the BBC in front of the pub.
We don't do shows in Britain, George. We do programmes.
Have you been to the fortune teller up the street?
And what would she tell me? I'm going to meet a tall, dark man with a big moustache and a double-barreled shotgun.
He hasn't really got a shotgun, has he?
Of course. Daddy's old-fashioned like that. I do hope he doesn't kill Tristram.
She doesn't sound that concerned, does she?
Hey, I know who you remind me of. Do you know a Lady Piermont?
Aunt Clarissa? I should say so. Lovely old duck. How do you know her?
Met her in Paris a few years back.
On one of her man-trawling holidays, no doubt. I say, did you and Aunt Clarissa...
No, not my type.
No, you don't have that haunted look her conquests usually display.
Yeah, so if you remember her from Broken Sword 1, that's the one that was in the lobby of the hotel. And she's the one that, she helped us get like the keys and the post and stuff so that we could get into the Khan's hotel room upstairs where we got, what was it? It was evidence or like some of his costumes or something like that. Was it the clues up there, I think, that led us to go to Ireland? By the way, that's the first game, which you can check out the entire playlist over on YouTube. Oh yeah, everyone, cover your ears.
You recognize this?
One of the tour postcards from downstairs, isn't it?
It's what brought me here in the first place. Does the name Bruno mean anything?
Oh, Tristram mentioned him. He used this room before me, you know.
How do you know Tristram?
I met him at the festival.
Aha!
He read me his poetry.
You don't need to tell me the rest.
Then he said I could come and stay with him. So I did.
You poor kid. You and Tristram, is it serious?
Tristram is one of a kind. In fact, when I think of him, I go, you know.
The poor woman had been duped by Tristram's lies. I couldn't let him mess up her life. And she was bound to find out sooner or later. Look, Melissa, you hardly know me, but some things are better coming from a stranger.
Ooh, is that a promise?
These poems, Tristram doesn't write them. They're all copies.
Well, duh. Obviously.
What?
I knew that.
What?
You must think I'm totally dim.
No, I just thought he tricked you, put you under his spell.
Oh, you're too sweet. George, are you for real?
I don't...
You've come to save me. Like a knight in armour.
Well, that wasn't my original plan, but it became an option.
Oh, I could kiss you all over.
Hey, steady. Remember the Geneva Convention?
Who needs it? I don't take prisoners.
I bet. So, when did you find out about the poems?
From day one. I wrote my thesis at Cambridge on Irish poets of the early 19th century.
You're very gifted.
Try me.
Ha! And Tristram doesn't know.
Did I know? Of course not. Why let a question of authorship get in the way of a good...
Yes, why indeed.
But all good things. With Daddy on the trail, I think I'd better split. Anyway, don't suppose you fancy a weekend in Acapulco?
Geez, I'd love to, but my Acapulco visa ran out just yesterday.
There we go. Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
What were you doing?
We do stream every night, so always welcome to come back.
Having a little conversation with Melissa.
That's private up there. You had no right.
Just like you had no right to be seducing that poor girl with stolen poetry.
You had no right to interfere.
She had a right to know.
Oh, no. You haven't told her. Not about the poetry.
You can't base a relationship on lies.
I have to talk to her.
I wouldn't advise it. She needs a little time to herself. Then she's going to stay with friends. I took more than a little pleasure knowing that he was the one who'd been duped. Maybe I should march right outside and tell Melissa's dad about you. Tell him that you've got her upstairs. Tell him that you've broken her heart.
You wouldn't. But that poor, innocent kid. Think what it would do to her.
He ought to know.
Please. Oh, God, no, you wouldn't. He'll kill me.
You're breaking my heart. On the other hand...
Yes? Yes?
You tell me what I want to know, and I forget about your house guest. Blackmail wasn't really my style. And suddenly, I wasn't so sure who was being duped anyway.
Very well.
how we get to the bottom of Bruno, as it were.
Now will you tell me about Bruno?
Well, he was here, but he's gone. Upton went one night.
Did he leave anything behind?
He was in a hurry. He just grabbed his pathetic belongings, threw them in his bag, and off he went.
He must have left something.
Nothing worth looking at, believe me.
Letters, notes, a phone number?
No. He took everything with him. Only...
Aha! So he did leave something.
Well, yes. But what good is an old pair of pants to you?
Pants? Give them to me.
I found them in the laundry pile after he'd vamoosed.
Oh, no,
Did you
not
examine
George
them?
and the
No.
Pants.
What kind of a chap do you think I am?
Excellent. Come on, let me see them.
You're a sick man.
What are you waiting for? Oh, man, these aren't pants.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. These are shorts.
What are you? Some kind of underwear detective?
Oh, heck. I'll take them
I'm going to
anyway.
use that as a chat of mine.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Try it on Jade later on, the underwear detective.
It wouldn't have looked good if I'd gone upstairs, when Melissa was supposed to be heartbroken and wanting to be left alone.
Let's have a look at our inventory then.
The shorts belonged to Bruno. I didn't want to examine them too closely. Enchanted Avalon, Lays of a Mystical Age. The book of poems was by the guy in the Cosmic Fairy. There were silver coins laminated into the cover.
It might be worth it.
Hi again.
We've exhausted all the dialogue trees with him. I'm going to save it because I just don't trust that the game won't crash. Now then, do we chat with the big fella? Oh, there's nobody else here. Let's try and get into the pub, and then we'll try across at the fortune teller.
I tried to open the door. The door was locked. It wasn't opening time yet.
This one here. So I can't see that bloke anywhere.
I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I'd come here to do.
And he walks into the middle of the road. See if there's any more dialogue with this nutter.
Hi again. What do you know about that shop, the Cosmic Fairy?
Them sell candle, incense, But the owner, Tristan Hillage, oh, me know him overwrought. There is anxiety in his aura.
Got his karma in a twist, huh? Just trying to lighten the atmosphere. What do you think of this book, Madame Zazie?
Me see those in the Cosmic Fairy. I like the coins, but me no care for the poetry.
Remember this card?
Was me right about the Cosmic Fairy?
Yeah, that was where it was bought. I need to find out about who sent it, though.
Give it to me now.
What? Why?
Sometime there is psychic traces.
Ew.
Me may be able to read the traces left by this Bruno when he wrote upon it. Aren't we forgetting something?
Please?
You must cross my palm with silver.
Oh, right, sure. Okay, I got a credit card here somewhere.
Me no know except credit card, you know.
I've got some euros, I think.
Me no take euros.
What's the coins off
How
the
about
book?
doubloons? Gold ingots? A barter stick?
It's only silver me accept, you know.
Over 5 pences. So surely we must be able to extract the coins off the back of the book. Maybe as we get them off with a bottle opener. Let's try that. Nope.
Enchanted Avalon, Lays of a Mystical Age. The book of poems was by the guy in the Cosmic Fairy. There were silver coins laminated into the cover.
What else can we use? Can we shove the metal rod through the holes? Alright, well, let's just combine all the items.
The 3 commemorative coins had come from the poetry book. It was Harry's bottle opener.
Back in. Got my silver.
Hi again. Here, let me cross your palm with silver. Have a look at this postcard, please.
Ooh, ah, ah. I see a man.
Well, that narrows it down.
A man, Bruno, fleeing from danger. Him nearby and yet.
There was nothing she couldn't have picked up from reading the card itself.
No, the psychic imprint is too faint. Too many others have handled this card. Your own imprint is much more distinct.
Oh?
You'll be going on a long journey.
Terrific.
Oh, shit, Sherlock.
Am I going to come back?
Perhaps, perhaps not. I need something much more personal to this Bruno if you want a better reading.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me cross your palm with silver. Again. I'd like you to look at some boxer shorts.
Now just wait a minute. I don't want no funny stuff.
No, seriously, I want you to use that psychic hoodoo on them.
Very well.
How did you know my name? Was that a psychic flash?
Lord! When you were talking to Eamon O'Mara, me was standing in my own doorway. Me overheard your name when you was introducing yourself.
Ah, cunning.
The item of apparel, please.
Getting anything?
Apart from nauseated? Cha, no, me sorry. Oh, no!
What? What can you see?
Dragon fire! No. A man and the dragon seek his death. He only has minutes to live. Oh, the flames. No! No, the...
Madame Zazie? Madame Zazie? She was out cold, but okay. I must admit, sometimes my shorts had the same effect on women. If she was right, Bruno would be dead soon. I had to act fast. But how? I didn't even know where he was. Luckily, I got a hint.
Save.
I tried to open the door. The door was locked. It wasn't opening time yet. Please, I need help.
I'm an aesthete, not a psychiatrist.
I'm serious. There's a fire. Someone's trapped, but that door's in the way.
Say no more. I may have the soul of a poet, but I've the heart of a lion. Lead on!
Excellent. Thanks, Eamon.
No trouble. Just sorry there wasn't a camera crew around to catch me being heroic.
I can take it from here.
Sure. I'll call the fire brigade. Then I'm going to sort out that bloody thieving hippie.
Hey, you, wait! Evil monks. I hate those guys. I didn't have time
Always
to go
evil
after him, though.
monks.
If Zazie was right, Bruno was about to get a pre-mortem cremation.
Right, what we've got over here?
I tried to open the door, but it was securely locked.
Oh, it looks like a box puzzle, doesn't it? Well, this looks reassuring. Side of the balls. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I was trying to push them. Sorry, just that's quite entertaining watching them do that. So, how are we getting up there then? Because we're obviously going to have to move these boxes around this grid in some kind of fashion. We can't push the double block. Oh, hang on, I see what we're going to have to do. It's going to be quite time consuming. And we climb on top. Then we push there. Is this definitely under the window actually before I proceed any further? Oops. The noises he makes as well. Up you go.
Somewhere in the smoke, I could hear coughing. Hey! Is there anybody in here? Call out!
Over here! Help me! Help me, please!
I'm on my way.
See, is there anything to investigate first? Priorities. Nope.
There was some poor guy, Bruno, I guess, tied up and left to die in the burning building. Are you okay? Can you walk?
I think so.
Good. Come on. This place is about to collapse.
He looks like the guy in the hotel lobby in the first game.
There was no time to chat. We had to get out of there. Come on. We're out of here. Get down! Ah! Oh!
Is this down enough for you?
Whoa, that was a close one.
It was indeed a close one, yes. Thank you. I am indebted to you.
Glad to be able to help, Bruno. It is Bruno, isn't it?
Now I must be on my way.
Wait a minute. We've met before. I know you.
You know my name is Bruno, but I am not knowing you.
Where do you come from?
A small country in Eastern Europe. You would not be able to pronounce it.
Wait a minute. I remember now. The foyer of the Hotel Ubu in Paris. You're Ostwald, the Nobel Prize winner.
Oh, my goodness. Stobart!
You're a Neo-Templar, you son of a bitch!
No, listen to me. I left the Neo-Templars. They were evil. The Grand Master, he was all lies.
The last time I'd seen Bruno was when I went head-to-head with a weird bunch known as the Neo-Templars. It had ended badly at a place called St. Ninian's. And true, Bruno wasn't lined up with the bad guys when the curtain came down. Let's say I believe you. Who's after you now?
The Neo-Templar Order was not destroyed, only badly weakened. It now seeks revenge against its enemies. In their eyes, I am a traitor. They do not forget. They do not forgive.
Yeah, I'm not on the Christmas card list either. Hi, Colonel. Everything sorted?
Soon will be. Just off to get Purdy.
See, I thought we recognised that guy.
Who was the weirdo in the monk's habit?
I do not know. I think maybe one of Susaro's men.
Susaro?
You know him?
As well as any stranger who tries to kill me. What's Susaro's interest in the Congo?
The Congo?
Yeah, I found a postcard from you there. It's how I found you.
Of course. My friend, Dudley Chumley.
You mean Cholmondeley?
No. Chumley. Drive him crazy being called Cholmondeley.
Not anymore, I'm afraid. Susaro got to him before I did. What about Chumley's machine? Did it really work?
Poor Dudley. His machine, yes, it worked. But only at that one place in the world.
Why there?
Like St. Ninian's, it is focus of natural energy. Geomantic energy. I have made a device that can locate the more powerful sites.
And Susaro is doing the same.
But of course.
This geomantic stuff is losing me.
Imagine the world as living thing. Its energies, they run in lines through it.
Like ley lines?
They are ley lines. The Chinese call it the dragon current.
So what has Susaro done with this power?
There is a place, the Temple of the Dragon. It is possible to make the energy there very powerful, very strong.
Where is this place?
Its location has been long forgotten. I think Susaro may have found it.
So, Susaro wanted the site in the Congo to use its energy?
No, it was a poorly developed site, and Dudley had already dissipated much of its power. But Susaro knew this. He is not just tapping such locations. He is doing something else.
How do you know?
He is making the world sick. You have heard these reports of earthquakes and floods.
Susaro is doing that?
They are side effects. Every 12,000 years the energy builds up to a peak. This is natural. But Susaro is changing the build-up somehow, putting the world in danger. I fear he has found the Temple of the Dragon and activated it.
Susaro doesn't look like a well man.
He has dabbled with the energy for too long. At first it made him strong. Now it has made him only more or less human, and he is dying. Success doesn't just mean incredible power for him. It means his very survival.
How did Susaro get control of the Neo-Templars?
With the Grand Master dead, the Order fell into chaos. Susaro quickly took over. Anyone who opposed him was dead within a week.
So, Susaro's now the new Grand Master?
In all but name. He never liked the Templar trappings. He calls it now the Cult of the Dragon, dedicated to giving him power.
Power to do what?
Anything, Stobart. And everything.
So what brought you to Glastonbury?
I was in Paris. It is a major power focus. Susaro's men found me. I was lucky to escape with my life. I came here.
Why Glastonbury?
See the Tor up there? It is a power site. A very important one. Look at its history, its folklore. You know, Saint Michael, he killed a dragon here. On the Tor.
Yeah, well, you can't believe everything you read, huh?
Yes, you must. This is true.
Susaro's men obviously came here after you.
They are on my trail.
Why don't you come with me to Paris?
Susaro has many agents in Paris. I would be in deadly peril.
Well, don't you think it's time we took this war to Signor Susaro?
Stobart, you cannot stop this dragon cult by yourself.
I stopped the Neo-Templars once. I can do it again.
Let me at the thieving Aegis!
Take my little Lissy, would you? I'm going to kill you, you blighter!
Violence isn't the answer!
Yes, it bloody is!
Ow! Oh! Oh! Not the face! Not the face!
Daddy! No!
Trouble?
Oh, just another wild party. I don't think we should gate crash.
2 days. Lost. 2 days in a stinking cell on blown-up charges. That stupid, stupid policeman. If I see him again... Yes? Alcatraz. Who do you wish to talk to?
Nico? Candice? Where have you been?
Staying with friends.
The boss is after you.
Thanks for the warning. Keep him off my back, would you?
I'll try.
Thanks. See you. Bye. I still hadn't found what was so special about the dead guy.
Yep, bounty time. Must be somewhere near. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it because that is where it's a good point to leave, I think, for today. So we'll be able to pick up with Nico next time. Let's just try and make Chrissy blush a bit more, shall we? Where did the cameras change? It's not just there, I mean, just look at her walk as well. Do you like this beauty, Royalty? There you go, walk into this wall slowly for you. I don't know, Chris is a bad influence. These streams are taking a weird turn. But yeah, we'll leave it there for today. Tomorrow we'll be back with some more Minecraft. We're doing Assassin's Creed on Wednesday there. And I can't remember what it is for our random game on Thursday now. Manuel Samuel, that's it, yeah. I made a decision this afternoon. We're going to do Pinnacle Station for on Friday's Mass Effect. So we're going to do the Pinnacle Station DLC. Anyway, let's bring that camera around. Right, I'm going to have to exit the game because of the way that this weird one works. And because of the weird resolution that I have to play. Because this is like a tiny, tiny screen, technically, that we're playing on. How do you exit this game? And we're going to get Chrissy some more eggs. Yeah, I mean, oops, bugger, I just dropped my wrist rest there. Yeah, I know, like last time it was like mainly tutorial, which is fair enough because we're just starting out on the game. But we should be able to press on through a good couple of the memories, I reckon. What's this? Sign in to Cortana. No, you're all right. It'll take a few seconds for the resolution thing to all rejiglify. I'll just give it a moment. I'll try loading Chrome in the background whilst it's thinking about it. That's the right one. Yeah, it's gone back to the right window now. All right, let's see if there's anyone online so that Chrissy can get more eggs. Right channel. Oh, we have quite the choice today. We have Volts playing Breath of the Wild. We have TYT, which must be just about to start their broadcast. We have What's Her Name Day, who is doing a podcast by the looks of it, or Anita, who is just chatting. So where would you like to get your bonus eggs from today? It's almost enough there to roll the dice. Well, what's this? Oh, we've got a new member in Discord. I'll just see what this notification was whilst he's roll choosing. So I want to go and see Volts. You were overruled, Chrissy, by the looks of it. Yeah, the name there. The long name. Let's see. Oh, and they actually clicked accept the rules. Not often. They don't often do that because I mean, look at all these ones down here that they joined, but they never clicked the accept the rules buttons. Anyway, let's minimize that, and we'll fire this one up here. So I'll click the start that raid there. So as I said, tomorrow we're back with some more Minecraft, and we have something special planned for Chrissy on Wednesday as well on the server. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.